Most Naruto fans are familiar with Toneri, the member of Kaguya's clan who stuck on the moon. Fans associate him with being the obstacle that kept Naruto from expressing his newly discovered love for Hinata until the end of the movie. In fact, when Naruto The Last came out, a lot of us felt as if Toneri's feelings for Hinata were largely plot contrived. Well, I don't know about you, but I personally don't think it was well executed, but that's only in the movie. In today's video, I plan to share with you all a bit of information about Toneri that you likely didn't know. Many years ago, back when Hinata Hyuga was still a child, Toneri used a jutsu that's unique to his clan to spy on Hinata Hyuga. If you only watched Naruto The Last, you probably have no idea what this jutsu is since the movie cut it out, but this is where reading the Naruto New Era Project novels is really important, because with the Boruto anime pulling from these canon novels, things like this tend to come up. The scene I'm gonna read to you all comes from the novelization for Naruto The Last. It's in this scene that Toneri has finally been given sight because Hanabi's eyes have finally settled into his eye socket and he can now properly see. It's here that Toneri remarks that seeing with actual eyes is different than relying on the jutsu that he and his father used to perceive what transpired around them and what happens on Earth. So what I'll do for you guys now is read the scene in full and then come back to you guys to unpack the meaty details of what we've been diving into. And it's here that I'm going to begin quoting. Long ago, when his father was still alive, Toneri and his father lived together. Just the two of them. Many puppets working for them, but they were just really dolls. Toneri wanted human friends. Going through the cave, Toneri's father took him to the village of Konoha numerous times. The two would often spy on their distant relatives, the Hyuga clan, from a hiding place. Look at that girl. Her name's Hinata Hyuga. Focus and sense her as well. The eyeball-less father and son gathered their chakra into their foreheads and observed the young girl playing in the garden. She's very cute, Toneri said. In 10 years, let's come for her. We'll make her your bride, his father said. His father, who smiled happily when he said that, was no longer there. Coming to his senses, after remembering his father, Toneri gazed at the flames in the fireplace. I want to see you, Hinata. I want to see your beautiful face with these eyes, Toneri said, as if he was possessed. End quote. Now, this should explain a lot to you guys watching the Boruto anime. From the moment that Toneri popped up, I've seen a lot of theories and some of them have gotten outright absurd. People were theorizing that Toneri was able to see Boruto, speak into his subconsciousness due to Boruto's Jogan. They said that Toneri could see the events on Earth because of the Jogan being a link. This is all false, which has been proven with this passage. Toneri and his father possess a jutsu that allow them to gather chakra in their foreheads, which allows them to briefly see. Now, it's worth noting that Toneri said seeing with actual eyes is different than what he and his father did, which he referred to as more as a sensing, but it's important to note that once they focused their chakra, both he and his father noted how beautiful Hinata was when she played in the Hyuga garden. It's very likely that this jutsu that Toneri was using is what's going on in the Boruto anime. It's also very likely that Toneri was able to interact with the Hyuga clan using this jutsu when you look at the early parts of the Naruto The Last movie. What I find interesting about this is that while Hinata was hiding behind some building with her telescope trained on Naruto, Toneri was likely watching Hinata using that jutsu that he and his father used to spy on her. So much for the theory that opposites attract. He's just like her in a way. Seriously though, I find it interesting that just seeing Hinata one time was enough for he and his father to decide that she should be Toneri's bride. I guess that proves which Konoha Kunoichi is the most attractive, right? That's it for my video today, guys. So, as a quick question, do you think that Toneri would use this jutsu to see his surroundings if he was to fight the third member of Kaguya's clan? Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome day.